Hi there, my name's Sally and today I'm going to tell you how to teach your dog how to give you a nice clear signal when they want to go out to the loo. Some dogs paw and scratch at the back door when they want to go out, and that can damage paintwork, or some dogs bark and that can be annoying to yourself and to neighbours. Some dogs show very little signal, and Skylar here, maybe a little whine or she might just pace a little bit, but it's really only for a few seconds, and if you're distracted it's very easy to miss and then you've got an accident to clean up. What I've taught my other dogs to do is to ring a bell when they want to go out to the loo. This is the bell I use. It's actually a parrot bell. It's bought from a pet shop as a parrot toy. I've just tied a little bit of string to it and I hook it up at the back door, and all I need to do is pull on the string and that rings the bell and lets me know they want to go out. So that looks quite impressive when your dog rings a bell when it wants to go out to the loo, but it's actually surprisingly easy to teach. First of all, we need the dog to be mouthing at the string. So I'm going to encourage her to mouth at an item using this tug toy. Skylar, here. And we've done a little bit of this already, but what you want to do, instead of throwing the toy in the dog's face, is actually make it a little bit like a prey animal. So it moves around, it moves away, it's difficult for them to catch. They like chasing, they like catching, most dogs. And when they've got it, good girl, you can have a little bit of a game, maybe let go, encourage them to bring it back to you. Come on then. Good girl. Have a little bit of a tug. Good girl. That's very nice. Good girl. And I'm going to introduce a command here because I want her to know that the command means to pull. So I'm going to say, Skylar, pull. Yes. And then I'll swap it for a treat. Yes is my clicker word, so it means yes, you've got that right, and a treat's on its way. Good girl. She's quite keen because, as I say, we've done a little bit of this training already. Pull. Good girl. Pull. Yes. And I swap it for a treat. She lets go because she knows that yes means her treat is on its way. Pull. Yes, good girl. Now the bell isn't going to be moving around and acting like an animal, so once they're used to this kind of training and they're used to pull, pull, yes, good girl, then we can start to still the toy. So pull, yes, good girl, and mark and reward. Good girl. Pull. Go on, pull. Yes. Good girl. Now obviously she won't need to pull the bell quite so much to make it ring, but it's good to get a bit of enthusiasm up. Pull. Good girl. Pull. Good girl. And make it a nice game for them. Nicely done. This little bit of training might take you a couple of days or even a couple of weeks, but once you've got them quite happily pulling, even when it's still, pull. Yes. Good girl. You can then remove the toy and have a go with the bell. So I'm going to hold this. I've attached just a little bit of shoelace onto this so she's got something to pull. Good girl, pull. Good girl, go on then, pull. Yes, good girl. I'm keeping the bell fairly still myself at the moment. I don't want it startling her and scaring her. Pull. Go on. Yes, good girl. That's very nice. Here. Good girl. And pull. Good girl. And I'm also going to check that she's happy with the sound. So I'll get a treat ready. Good girl. Good girl. And she's just looking up at that, so I'll do that a few more times just to check that she's looking up out of interest and where's my treat, rather than looking at because she's scared. Good girl. Yeah, the tail's still wagging, she's licking her lips, so I think she's quite happy with that sound. Good girl. So we'll try combining the two. Skylar, pull. Pull. Yes, good girl. Can you pull? Here. Here. Pull. Yes, nicely done. Good girl. Now I can only start to reward her when she actually makes it make a sound, because there's no point in her pulling on it and it not making a sound, because we still won't hear that. You pull. Pull. Skylar. Here. Here. Pull. Go on, do it again. Good girl. Go on, pull. Yes, good girl. When she makes a really nice ring sound, she gets a jackpot, so she gets 2 or 3 treats in a row. Try again, pull. Here. Good girl. I'm now going to give this a different command because I want her to know that pull just might mean pull whatever I'm offering her, but I want a different command for ringing this bell. So I'm going to say bell. So I'm going to say bell and then encourage her to pull it. Pull. Pull. Go on, go on. Yes, good girl. So what you do is you say the new cue, which is bell, then you remind them by saying the old cue, which is pull. So bell, here, here, here. Not got anything in there. Come here. Good girl. Bell, bell. Good girl. Skylar, bell, pull. Go on, go on. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Now that she's got the hang of ringing this here, I can move it to the position I want, which is right next to the back door. So I've put a little eyelet in the wall just here, so I can hook my bell onto the wall. It's at a good height that she doesn't need to reach up or jump up too high to get at it. And because it's changed positions, I'll do a little bit of retraining. Here, what's this here? Sky here, what's this here? Good girl, pull. Good girl, yes. Now I don't want to do that too many times here without the end result that I want her to be having. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop a couple of treats just outside so that she can see them. Then I'll close the door. Now I'm going to encourage her to ring the bell. Skylar, ring the bell. Bell. Good girl. And I can open the door and she can get her treats out there. Should do that again. Skylar, come on then. Here you come. Sis, come in here. I'll pop the treats just outside. Keep her back like this. I'll close the door. Now she'll see that they're out there. What are you going to do to get that? What do you think? Should we bring the bell? Good girl. Good girl. Where's them treats? There they are. Good girl. So she's going to start to quite quickly pair the idea that she rings the bell and the door opens. Should do it once more? Come on then. I'm going to hold her back here. Put them treats outside. Close the door. What are you going to do? Gonna have a go? Gonna ring the bell? Good girl! Now the next stage after this is to wait till she wants to go out to the loo and she looks like she's whinging at the back door or pacing, and as soon as she's looking out towards the back door, just encourage her to ring that bell and remind her, bell, and as soon as she does ring that bell, open the door and say good girl, and then she'll be rewarding herself by being able to go outside and go to the loo. Over time you shouldn't need as much encouragement for her to ring the bell. When she looks like she wants to go out to the loo, just say bell, see if that's enough to prompt her to ring it and go outside. And after a little while of practising that, she should start to ring the bell herself when she wants to go out. Especially while you're training, whenever she rings that bell, open the door. Even if she looks like she's just playing and she's just knocked at it while she's running around, it's good to teach them that that sound means that the door opens. It just, good girl, good girl. So yes, her ringing the bell always means that the door is opened. And it shouldn't be too long before you have a nice clear signal to yourself and your family to when your dog wants to go out, less accidents as a result, and a great party piece when visitors come round, when they hear a bell tinkling in the background and you say, oh that's it, the dog wants to go out to the loo.